like at the exact same time.
We're good like that.
Apparently so. That worked out well for me as far as the home front goes because the kids got up multiple times before we went on and then are passed out right now.
So being late helped you?
No, I didn't have to deal with them.
All right. You could just say, you could be nice and say, yeah, I did.
Yeah, totally. You saved the night, Tim. Thanks, everybody, for joining back. This is Last Call. It's good fun. That's a good. You know, when you're talking about being in a championship scenario, or talking about being like in a postseason tournament, it's a lot more fun to talk about, right?
Yeah, than talking about us losing in the championship game. That sucked.
Also, we are really good at this podcast when we're all drunk. I do feel like it's always better, right? Like there's like walls torn down or whatever. Like, we don't get so sloshed that like it's bad. We're just like we've been
there before.
We're functioning alcoholics.
I think individually we've all been there on a night or two. Ryan probably more than most. Too drunk to function.
No, come on. I've been pretty good the whole time. It's golden content.
Yeah, exactly.
All of it. I'm very entertaining.
Why do you think so? It's the humbleness and the modesty that I think brings people back.
Yeah, we're full of it.
Oh, full of something.
But yeah. So I did want to talk about the Convocation Center and seating because that was a big thing that came out this past week.
What? Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. The pack versus club.
Yeah, because before we really just had we had two sections, but technically three. We had your reserve seating, you had your general admission, and there was courtside. And I kind of consider courtside as being its own thing. That's not really part of it.
It's not.
You had reserve and general admission, and now they're changing it up, and so you've got the pack and then the club. Which really the biggest difference is, I mean, the seats aren't that big of a difference. It's just one, either you're behind the bench or you're on the other side in these two different sections. The big difference is the pack donation that's required for it. I mean,
big difference.
The pack club. So pack club is, I think I put it down here. It's $150 a season. In the regular season, I think Tim was it was 180, 185.
It was 180. Yeah.
Yeah, 180. So pack is 150 for the season tickets, and a $250 donation to the pack club. Or Panther Athletic Club, but the club section is $200, just a little bit more than what we're currently paying, but $1,000 donation. It's a big jump. Now, if you donate to get your football tickets, that money applies towards it. So it's
right.
You know, maybe if you're just putting in, I can't remember what the amount you got to put in to get up to club in football.
It's 500. It's
500. Yeah.
So 500. So basically, what they're saying is like, all right, we want you, if you're going to be in club, you're paying 500.
Another 500.
You got to double
you're basically paying 500 for both. Yeah, effectively what it is. But like, and I guess we give cushion seats in the club section versus. Yeah, that's great. Whatever. It's not that big of a. I sit in plastic seats now, and it's not that big of a deal.
I think so.
It's like 2 hours or less. You could deal with non-padded seats, right?
Right. I mean, it's nice. But I do like the idea that having this, you know, because we know a lot of people that are Georgia State fans, and we know kind of a lot of the people that are donors, that are boosters, that are, you know, they spend money for no good reason on this program like we do.
Just pile it in.
So really, it's just going to turn into like our friend section.
It's a club. It's a club.
They talk about like. It is a club, but they talk about, you know, there was that whole thing about Panther Family. Panther Family is like the moniker they wanted to go for. That's even what Billy Mitchell and the guys did is for their the tournament team was called Panther Family. They wanted to push that name, and I think that's what that club section is going to be. It's going to be the Panther Family section. It's those people that
we're all the Panther Family, David. Everyone who shows up,
everyone that shows up is part of the Panther Family. But I think that those people that are just the that.
It's going to be us.
Yeah, it's going to be us.
Pretty much.
It's gonna be us and everybody we hang out with, anyways.
Yeah. No, you know what? I really like that they're up in the game and like really trying to market some premium type seats and saying this is this valuable, because you gotta fake it till you make it anyway. But the gap between the pack seats and the club seats it really is just like way too much, to the point where I think there's gonna be a lot of people who pick the pack seats and are just like, you want to get the people who are on the pack seats and then are on like the fringe of like, well, I would do more, but like you're not going to get those people on the fringe. You're only going to get the people who are like, I just want to dump money into this program and I want the best seat and I want to support it.
And it's just two sections. The pack section and the club section are just two sections, two lower level, those mid court sections, and you can get a lower level. And so it's also another question I have. So they have lower level and upper level. And then there's the student section, but are lower level and upper level like guaranteed reserve seating, or is that just general admission? You're just buying lower level seat, and you can sit anywhere in lower level, or is it like I get a lower level? This is I'm row 2, seat 3, whatever.
I think it's seats. Everyone's buying a seat. You're not getting like a. It's not like Atlanta United where you buy into the supporters section, you have no seat. It's just GA general admission.
Yeah,
so you're getting a seat.
Well, because there's no price difference. There's no price difference in lower level and upper level. It's $150.
You want a higher view? I don't know.
The other good thing about it is I'm a $500 donor with football because the $1,000 donor was not good enough for me, but maybe the $1,000 is for this, to like go in and do this. So like. What I'm trying to say here is I'm probably going to end up getting club seats.
There we go.
Wow.
So obviously a marketing win, right? I mean,
so so this is big for you because that means you're upping your annual donation,
$500,
and you're going to be paying another $200 per seat. I assume you're not going to get one; you're going to get two, right?
No, I'll probably just get one.
So you're in for $700 more donation to Georgia State, right?
Well, $500 donation and $200 seat, probably, yeah. I think I'll do that.
To me, it's all a donation.
It's all a donation. Yeah. So Matthew asked, is there demand to fill the new convocation center more than the sports arena capacity? Not necessarily a sellout, but just more than I.
Good question. No.
It's a great question. I don't think the demand's there yet. I don't. I think it's going to be very similar to that first game against Shorter in the Georgia Dome. I think that first game against Tech or whatever exhibition game we're going to have, it's going to be packed. It's going to be packed to the brim. Everyone's going to be just like hanging off those like low level rafters and stuff. But I think it's a dramatic fall off after that. Talking about that lower level and the upper level. I can't imagine a lot of people sitting upper level, and I can't imagine lower level being filled.
Yeah, and I can't imagine club level being like filled.
It won't. Well, I'm curious, like 101, 102, 109, 110. If you added all those seats together, how many seats is that compared to the sports arena lower level seats for season ticket holders?
I'm already.
It's got to be more. It's got to be more seats in the new arena. We don't fill the seats right in the current sports arena.
You had 3 sections that were like center court sections at the sports arena on both sides. So 6 sections total, whereas now we only have 4 total. So
you're better.
You are kind of condensing everybody into a smaller space. I think you put, and I don't know how many rows back they go in comparison, but I think it'll be a little more intense and in those center court seats.
So the Panther Athletic Club seats are the ones that will be in view of the camera, I'm guessing, based on the way they show the Panther head.
Yeah, because
on the court.
You want to have the players' benches in camera view. So, Tim, you and me, our sections our seats are currently in behind the players' bench. I mean, we're not like immediately behind. We're a few rows behind everything, and that's the section I wanted to be in. But then you start dangling. You dangle that little carrot in front of me of like, but you can have something better for only $20 more a season. I'm like, I renewed my tickets to be in the club section. So that's right.
So I mean, that's the thing is I'm positive. So to answer that question, I'm positive that there will be more interest and more demand in the convocation center than there was for the sports arena, because people like me are going to sign up and they're going to go. Now, the important thing that athletics can do is make that a welcoming environment and make it a fun event to go to, right? I mean,
So what you're really saying is booze.
So here, let's be super honest here. David invited me to the pack event a couple of times, and I kept on coming because I thought it was because it was a lot of fun. So I mean, you guys saw I got into it with Ben on social media because he was saying they shouldn't even allow that, and I'm like, I wouldn't even be there if it weren't for this fun thing. So you have to like come up with a way to get people who aren't necessarily the Ben Moores of the world who want to sit in their seat and watch the game and are really excited about basketball. I'm not really excited about basketball. I'm really excited about Georgia State fans and the program, and I don't 100% care about the basketball.
I think it'd be a big difference.
I noticed, Ryan. I noticed.
I mean,
I think it'd be a big difference if that pack event was underneath the seats in some closed-in room with a TV where you're watching the game while drinking your beer. But we were all up there, standing on the sidelines, standing on the railing, watching the game, cheering. We're just enjoying. And I said, as I said before, and I will say it over and over again.
But sure.
If you want me to cheer for this team and be in my seat, then let me drink beer in my seat.
Well, so what would happen? I mean, obviously we're kind of locked in the club. If they said, hey, pack seats don't have beer sales, but club seats do, or we give you beer in your seat, would that get you to upgrade just instantly? You'd be like, yeah, I'm in the club. I don't care.
I am a total snob when it comes to like the quote unquote free shit I get for what I pay for. Like every time the benefits come out for the pack every single year, like I donate $1,000 a year, and every time the benefits come out, I look at, well, what is the 1,250 or the 1,500, the 2,020? What is the next step up? And I'm like, what do I get out of this? What do I gain from giving? And it's never worth it. It's like you can get field pass. I'm like, I could probably get that anyways. I could ask for it, you know.
My biggest thing is the Panther family, though. I like hanging out with you guys. I know you're kind of shitholes, like you kind of suck, but like you suck. You're my shitholes, you know.
Wait, we're your shithole?
I don't know, man. I've never called anything or anyone a shithole in my life. I don't even know where that came from.
Well, thank you, Ryan.
Had I not met Ryan, had I not met you early, and like Tim, you and I kind of became friends like only in the past 2 or 3 years or something like that, right? 3 or 4 years, whatever. But like Ryan and I, we met really early on, first year, second year, or something like that.
Talked Jacksonville State. It's probably where we like really started hanging out. Yeah,
I knew you before the Jacksonville State game, but it was Jacksonville State game where we kind of just like, because it was a small crowd. It was like you
were talking Cox.
It was you, me, and I think it was the Gouges that were there as well. I'm pretty sure it was them. Anyhow. If I wasn't for having met you and then the other friends I met, the Amits and the Ben Moore, and the Ryan Elliott, whatever. If it wasn't for having met you guys and the way that football program was, I don't know if I would be. I mean, I would have supported the program like on the peripheral.
Yeah,
but it'd
be rough without the community for sure.
If it wasn't for the friendships, like we go to the spring game and we hang out, we have a good time. We barely watch the game, but we talk and we have a good time. And obviously, we're passionate about the program. But yeah, it's the friends, it's the family that you've met through Georgia State. It's something that I didn't get because we went to school when it was commuter school, or it was transitioning from commuter school to an on-campus type school. And so I literally have one friend that a friendship I made at Georgia State that I'm friends with today. Well, only one out of
I think
all
that's me too. My but he is also my heterosexual life mate. So
out of all of the years I went to Georgia State, all of them, yes, and mine is not heterosexual. Or she's whatever. It's a female, however. I was best man in her wedding. She was a groom's lady in my wedding. We're tight. We're good. We're close. But yeah, I've only have one friend from Georgia State that I've maintained.
Yeah, wow. But this community has been fantastic. I mean, it's been awesome just hanging out with everybody, and like the tailgate at the top of the G deck has been phenomenal.
Matthew, right here, the Panther family. It's why
That's
I bumped
it, Panther
up.
family.
He moved into the club section as well.
But
I also say he also has a very long message. The jump from 500 nation to 1,000 wasn't really attractive to me. Like I really didn't care about going to the president's dinner or whatever it is. But yeah. Speaking of the president's dinner, I got invited to the president's dinner club, whatever thing it's going on in April. It's Braves opening day. Yes, sorry, Dr. Blake. Sorry, Dr. Blake. I'm gonna go watch that banner get raised.
I'd rather go hang out with Dr. Blake.
I want to go to the Braves game.
I get invited.
I want to go to both. Actually, I don't know.
I want to go. I've always wanted to go, but just in life, I always got in the way of going to the President's Society dinner or whatever it's called. And this year, I told my wife, I was like, "Hey, you know what? Let's go. Like, it's a dress up kind of thing. You love that kind of stuff. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this thing." And then Major League Baseball comes back, and it's on the exact same day. And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'll just go get really drunk at Cobb County that day instead."
So with the Braves, I always complain about Hayward. I've been complaining about Hayward for years now because he hasn't been part of the Braves organization for years. But now Freeman, like, what are you guys doing? What's happening there? It's like if fans, I just can't with the Braves. I just can't.
Yeah, well, Freddie was my guy. After Chipper left, Freddie was
everybody's guy.
But what they did with this Matt Olson guy they got from Oakland looks like literally if there was a best case scenario for Freddie Freeman leaving,
this is it.
Like he is as good of a first base fielder. He's as good of a hitter. You get him for less money for more years. It's kind of the perfect storm of replacing Freddie Freeman. It hurts me. I hate it. I know we are in a day and age where you don't have like players that just play with a team their entire career, like the long players that play for their entire career. I get it. But I wanted Freddie to be one of those. And he's not.
It didn't happen.
Obviously, he's not. I also designated hitter, and we're getting that in National League as well.
We all kind of knew that last year, right? At the end of the season, like even in the celebrations, there was something kind of quote, or he said something during the celebrations that you kind of felt like he's not coming back.
I don't know. I was at the parade up at the Battery, and when they were doing like their little speeches there on the field, like all the guys are saying like, Freddie signed today. He did it. He signed, and like they all expected him to be back, or at least they were talking about it. So I hate it. As long as he doesn't go to a team that fucking sucks, like the Yankees or some shit, like that makes it better.
That'd be
No, I guess he's a California guy, so I think the Dodgers are making a mad pitch at him. So he may go Dodgers, which would suck. He's
not already somewhere.
No, he's not. He's not officially gone yet, right? We just hired a first baseman.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, so I think it's the assumption is I don't think we offered him. I think that the deal that we got Olson for was $9 million less a year that Freddie was asking for, and 2 more years than Freddie wanted to be in. He didn't want to be here. He didn't want to play that long because he's old as shit now. He's like 10 years younger than me.
So speaking of teams scheduling things at the wrong time, we have our friends from up the road that decided to schedule their spring game on a Thursday night, the 17th, right? At 6 p.m. So not only did they schedule it on the first day of March Madness, dumb, they scheduled it on St. Patrick's Day.
You talking about Georgia?
Georgia Tech.
Oh, Georgia Tech. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Whatever. Good shit. Yeah. That'll be wildly attended. Georgia Tech,
St. Patrick's Day, March Madness, and you can come to our
Thursday.
spring game at 6 o'clock.
Who? What kind of moron is running that program? Why would you even do a Thursday spring game? Like that makes no fucking sense at all.
When's our spring game? Was it Saturday?
It's a Friday.
April 1st.
April 1st, Friday night. I won't be there.
Oh boy. Well, it's coming up. I need to figure that out and schedule it and make sure that I have it.
2 weeks.
Just walk over.
It's the 1st?
Yeah. What a joke.
Yeah, I mean, just walk over is easy, but like, I might have other stuff. I don't know. I gotta check it out. I'm important people, Tim.
This has been announced for like weeks, Ryan. We've talked about it on here
Months,
before.
maybe.
I'm bad at stuff, y'all. I'm bad at scheduling. I'm bad at like keeping up with things, and this is like
You're
one
really
good thing that I'm
selling-
good
you're-
at
you-
is
you
us.
are really-
Is this podcast.
You're barely good at that. You're really selling yourself.
Exactly.
Well, you're selling yourself for why we should vote for you for lieutenant governor. You're like, here are all the things I'm bad at: organization and knowing dates and things.
I don't need any of these things when I'm in government. You really don't, probably. I don't know.
The sad part is I'll still be better.
My goal is to shut it down anyways, so it doesn't really matter.
He's not wrong.
Did you guys read the State of the Panthers from Charlie Cobb this week?
Okay, I'll admit I didn't read it this time.
I read the whole thing.
Wait, no, it talked about Ben, right? It talked about Ben, right?
About Ben
or someone donating? No.
Oh yeah, there was. What's your name, Ryan? What do you think? What do you think of the whole thing?
Oh, I lied. I did not read it. I never read it.
Oh, okay.
I think I read parts of it.
Did you not understand that was a joke? Because
I don't know. You're all of a sudden a big basketball fan. I didn't know if you had an about face.
Whoa! I didn't say that either. I said this is an opportunity to bring me in.
I think it said something effective like, "This is success. Give us money."
David, what did it say? What did you?
It was effectively. No, it was kind of a dig. It was kind of like some of the more vocal people in the program or in the fan base are not even members of the pack or don't donate, and like it was. I mean, it was kind of attacking a little bit, and I don't know. I think that
I have some ideas.
So I know that he talks about all the time. Charlie talks about all the time that this is a combination effort between him and Mike Holmes and I guess the communication staff. But man, I think there could be a little bit more softening, more of a bedside manner that could be put into these kind of say the Panthers type thing. Say the Panthers.
Well, you'd be panting. Bedside.
That's either a pet rescue promo thing for Georgia State or an adult
or
website.
something completely different.
But you gotta think like how frustrating it would be to be the head of an athletic department and have people ragging on you, and then just like go look up their status and you're like, you don't even donate like $5 to us, like you don't even donate $1.
Then approach them. Why attack them in a public?
Well, did he attack the person?
Passive. No, I'm just saying. But why would you attack that type of person in a passive aggressive way and a thing versus calling them and say, hey, obviously you're a passionate Georgia State fan. The best thing you can do for this program is help support us, and by doing that is become a PAC member. $50, $100, $1,000,
$1 will make you a PAC member, right?
Yeah, whatever it takes. You just get in, just help support the program.
I hope they're doing both. Is what I'll say. I hope they're doing both.
It was a very powerful paragraph he wrote there.
Are you reading it right now?
Should I read it aloud? For all the social media debates we like to have as a fan base, why can't one be an honest assessment about why some of our most vocal fans don't give to the pack or give at a very minimal level and won't purchase season tickets or even single game ones? For us to build what you want, it takes a financial commitment from all, not just a select few. That's some sauce right there.
What's a minimal level? What's minimal level?
$1?
No, so I run an organization that like runs on members, and I get it, man. I totally understand being frustrated. David, I think you're right, but I think it's harder to do what you're saying than you give credit for.
No doubt about it. I mean, hell, we deal with this all the time. Like we beg our friends and that are peripheral type or satellite Georgia State fans. We beg our friends that are diehard Georgia State fans to come out to games and do stuff, and you still can't get them to show up or donate money. But at the same time, it's hard when you have such a shit product in the field so many times. Granted, Georgia State has really turned a page with the way the football program has had their best season and the number of bowl games. I mean, hell, look at us in conference. We're in a conference with teams that have been playing football for 40 more years than us, and we have more bowl games. They have 0. or we have more bowl games they've ever had.
ULM suckers.
Everything from Louisiana is a horrible shithole. In basketball, look at it. With basketball, like when I was in college, we made it to the tournament. We'd only been there once before. Now it's kind of like if we don't go, it's a down season. So
yeah, that's the floor. We reached the floor to this season.
Yeah, but we're been in school since 1913, so we have 100+ years of just sucking at sports. You got to give these people a reason to get involved. And when so many of your graduates were commuter students, or you just showed up and did class and left and didn't have a kind of a life on campus, give them a reason to do it. Don't just say you're expected to give money because you went to school here. No, give them a reason. Come on out, hang out. Let's do stuff. Let's show you how great this campus is. Let's show you how it's changed. Let's give you some pride in your degree, in your program.
And that's what I was saying about this Convocation Center thing is like you get to hit a big old reset button on basketball and say, look, if you have not been coming to basketball, come on out. You're going to have a good time, and you've got a season basically to win all of those people over, to make them come and to make them come.
That word has been used way too much tonight.
I know. I wanted to finish the sentence, and then I was like, it's better if I don't.
We have one shot to do it, though, right? I mean,
heyo.
You can't wait.
No, but you're right. No,
you can't wait till 2 years from now.
I mean, you're gonna lose. Right. You're gonna lose people again. If you don't win them over in the first shot, you're gonna lose them.
I think that a big problem with this is, and obviously I just attacked what was said big time, but I think a big problem with these types of messages are the people who are supporters, the ones who are diehard, active, give their money, give their time to come out to these kind of things, are the ones that get upset about this. And it's not directed towards them.
Yeah.
That message was not directed towards the three of us. That message was not directed to probably almost everybody listening to this podcast, because you're not listening. You're not listening to three drunk guys talk about Georgia State in an after call show on a Patreon page.
If you haven't donated $1 to the program.
Exactly. So he's not talking to us. He's talking to the 70,000 people that get that email that don't read it.
Wait, do you think we should start?
I have a feeling I know who they're talking about, but
yeah, me too.
Ooh, I don't know. This is after call.
Yeah, it's in the private chat.
Wait, do you guys think? I mean, obviously, we need more donations, right? That's what Charlie's asking for. I agree, we do. Do you think something at a smaller scale, like the Clemson IPTE or whatever, I pay 10? I mean, any money is money, right?
They used to do the 1% club, like where you would get like bonus pack points if you just upped your donation by 1% every year. So if you donate $100, next year it's 101, and then the next year it's 110 or whatever. However,
David, just stop trying.
Percentages work, But yeah,
you did 10%, then you did 1, and you're all over the board right now, David.
No, I'm saying you just donate 1% more, every year, and that it's a tiny number up front. But if everyone starts doing that, I'm gonna struggle at putting this up here. Matthew says Ryan is right.
Whoa, wait! Can you just start over?
All right, can you take that down?
Can you just start over again, David?
No more having to explain the pegboard or ceiling tiles to non-Georgia State casual fans who I invite to games.
Whoa!
What was that?
We need to bring. No, forget the first part. We need to bring those pegboard to our new arena.
Actually, you know what? Let's bring the pegboards into the State of Atlanta studios. Let's have those be the new backdrop where we actually can hang our swag.
We should do that. We should get the pegboard from the sports arena and put it behind all of us.
We each get a section.
He's talking to the 70,000 who don't read the email, then who were the vocal fans he's referring to.
Oh, no. They're reading it. The vocal fans who are not members of the pack, at least one of those people are reading it.
Okay, fair enough. I mean,
I promise.
No one's reading the email that isn't a fan.
So you know how there's story time. We could have our own story times as well. I think we've elevated our level to having story time off the record.
This cannot be recorded though. The things that I have to say right
no.
now.
That's what I'm saying. This
I'm
is
interested.
you join us. You join us at a tailgate. You join us at a watch party. You just hang out in general with us. Story time can happen.
That's right.
It's true.
Plausible deniability on everything.
That's good. That's good, David. See what you did there.
Was it a thing? Oh yeah. So there's a lot of Sunbelt teams that are playing in postseason basketball tournaments that are pay to play.
How many teams are playing?
Well, Texas State got their auto bid to the NIT, and they're playing North Texas Wednesday, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. That's great. They earned that shot. That's what
That's the only viable postseason conference tournament. To be clear. The basketball classic, which I think is a former CIT, Appy State, Coastal, and South Alabama. Wow, so we got 5 teams in postseason play.
So that was supposed to be a 32-person tournament, or 30-person, 32-team tournament. Yeah, I think they only have 21 teams
because they couldn't find people that want to pay.
Exactly, and then Troy is in the CBI.
6 teams.
Yeah.
What?
Damn.
How many?
6 of our teams are in postseason play of some sort.
I guess 6 people were in the tournament. I was like,
only 2 of those are real. NCAA and NIT. The rest of it's just
Well, what I learned very early on in my basketball fandom, which is loose, was NIT
loose.
stands for not in tournament.
It's very true.
So
yeah.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Get in the real thing or get out.
National Invitational Tournament. What is it? NIT?
Yes, it's National Invitation Tournament.
Yeah, we invite everybody that didn't make the tournament.
All right, I think we've devolved a little bit.
I will say that we're spoiled though. We've made it 4 of 7 times to the NCAA tournament since 2015. That's pretty spoiled territory.
We're like 3 of the last 5 years or something. I mean, we went 2 years in a row, and then we missed a year or 2, and then we're back, which is big. I mean, that's big.
The COVID years kind of fucked us over.
COVID year didn't count. Yeah.
I remember.
Everyone had a COVID year. It counts.
No, it was just
they didn't have the tournament.
That was
did they not? Oh, right. You're right.
We had our last game, and it's like they lost.
Right.
No tournament.
That was the big deal because I was like, holy shit, man, that's a lot of money. Like these people are doing a weird thing. They did a weird thing.
I was gonna say, I remember still tailgating in the orange lot at Georgia Dome with you, Ryan, and football was just footballing the way that we were back then. And Ron Hunter had come in and we were being good. And I was like, Ryan, I think we have to accept it. We're just a basketball school. That's all we are.
No.
That was your response. No, I don't want to be a basketball school.
No, I don't accept it. I don't think you have to accept it. It's a false binary. You don't have to accept that. You can be both.
No, and we have definitely shown that.
Yep.
Definitely shown that. I think that, obviously we're not, our expectations are still far higher than where we've achieved at this point. But man, where we are right now, where we were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? Like, come on.
Yep.
This is awesome.
Yeah, we are.
NBA draft picks, NFL draft picks, bowl games out the wazoo. Like, literally not making the basketball tournament and not getting a bowl game is considered a failure of a year.
Yeah, we were like, what the fuck?
And before, like, let's just win a game. Let's just win a game.
Just win one.
Exactly.
We had a 0-win season in football, and then a 1-win season. We're like, just win 2.
I call it the undefeated season.
I mean, it's pretty bad. We should have had a parade, though. I will tell you, that's the thing Cleveland did that I thought was like really huge. When they went 0-16 and had a parade, I was like, you know what? It's fucking worth it. Perfect response. Have a fucking parade.
Should we have had a parade when we beat Abilene Christian?
Yeah.
Yes. We're going 0-12.
Well, no, wait. You mean when we were 1, then we went 1-11 or whatever? No,
I think we went two-
there's
two
only
and-
10 games in FCS, so we went we didn't go 0-12.
No,
We
that
went
was
0
our FBS first year.
Oh,
It was
Yeah.
it was Arbuckle's first year.
trying
Was
to
Trent
give us some
Miles-
credit.
Favre
Trent
buckle.
Miles. No, wait. Trent Miles went 0-12 his first year, and
Ugh.
then went 1-11 or 2-10. Second year, I know we beat Abilene. Nick Arbuckle's first game was Abilene Christian,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then he went on to take us to the bowl game the following year.
right.
Right.
Yeah,
Did get another comment from Matt.
shit.
Spoiled considering we were poo-pooing the CIT and we were excited about the CIT and CRH's first
Yeah,
or second
we
season. I think as fans, we were excited to go to a postseason tournament, but most fans knew that was shit tournament. So
Well, we talked about it at the time because it was kind of it's a buy-in, right? I mean, it's all just like the programs are
And then we
supporting
lose
it,
them.
not necessarily the fans.
nothing worth it is
Mercer?
pay to play. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
Didn't we lose a Mercer in that game?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No, but that wasn't the Mercer game. That wasn't the ejected
No.
cheerleader game.
Yeah,
was
but
it?
we
one.
were excited to go, and we were excited about that game for obvious reasons too, because in-state stuff. And yeah, I think none of it worked out for us, which is why we probably it's all soured for our program. We're just like, you know what? Let's not do that ever again.
Yeah, I don't have actually any interest in playing in those tournaments.
It's
NIT,
weird.
if you-
It's like
if
it's
you
like
win regular
it's a
season-
scam. It's a scam.
If you win regular season and you make NIT, obviously you do that. But I've got no interest in playing in the CIT, CBI, basketball classics, blah 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 blah, whatever they're called.
NIT is the only one I think. If we for some reason lose in the championship, I'm fine with it. But outside of that, I don't. At this point, we don't need to go into any of those other things.
Yeah, well, we're not going to get into any other options with this
I think we-
shitty-ass conference.
I think we've declined some of them before, haven't we? I thought we just decided not to go to one of them one year. We're like, nope.
Yeah, because it's expensive, especially if you
Yeah.
want to host. If you host, it's even more expensive. It's like 40-50 grand or something just to let a team come in. Like, it costs nothing for our players to walk over to the basketball arena, but we have to still have to pay 40-50 grand to host a game that's probably not televised.
Yeah, and nobody like really, even if it were televised, nobody cares.
No, I mean,
Nobody.
honestly, the
Texas
NIT
Corpus Christi, right? Like
The NIT,
Texas A&M.
They don't care either.
The NIT should be the teams that won their regular season and did not get into the tournament, and then the first teams that lose in the tournament. Like it should be an overall.
Oh, like that's the play-in game almost.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like a losers bracket type thing. Like,
Yeah,
we'll take some good teams, and then we'll take everybody that loses that first round to come and play in NIT.
that's probably a better setup.
Yeah, because now you have. I mean, I don't even know how many teams are in NIT, but you have all those teams that just weren't good enough to get into the big dance.
Right.
Why do I care about? Why
in
do
the
I care
same
about anything?
cities? In the same cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the travel's already happening, and they're already there, and just make them stay a couple nights longer and do the NIT. That's man, we should be in charge of this.
I should be in charge of everything.
Whoa.
I don't know about that.
I am very very libertarian in the grander scheme. I'm
Yeah,
very
know.
much monarchy in my own personal
I
life.
know. Oh, well, no, because what you just did was everybody's life. So
Yeah, no.
you said everything. That's not
monarch.
you.
I want to be able to control everything in the world.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We've done a 38-minute last call.
I know.
That's
It's been a good
impressive.
one.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep
well,
drinking.
I think I have definitely hit that threshold where I am officially drunk right now.
Cheers.
I started there.
Yeah. I drink a lot more tonight than I normally do.
Why is that?
Because we just spent 40 minutes doing last call after an hour-long episode, and we started late.
Yeah.
Oops,
I was
my
playing
bad.
video games beforehand, and when I play video games, I like just zone out and drink. Man, it's like a combination for me. I don't know.
Do you have the
Bad.
hat with the drinks on the side, the straws that kind of go in these?
I could probably, but beer out of a straw is really terrible.
It really is
Ooh,
bad.
that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Yeah. I don't understand how straws change a drink so much, but they really
It's just bubbles. You just get bubbles.
I like cocktail straws, like the little tiny small ones, the
Yeah.
little like 4.5, 5 inch, whatever they
You
are.
would.
Yeah,
Whoa.
not to drink out of them. I like them as stirrers. Like
Yeah, you would.
I like to just stir my drink, my cocktail.
We're talking about
also-
beer.
Yeah, I
David,
like
what are you
beer, too.
talking about?
Cocktails. Good night, folks. That's
Uh,
it. Last call.
Georgia State, the points.
Meow.
That's it.